Hello and welcome to my workshop. I'm Chris Pine. I had some questions recently on my white oak benches and I'd like to give the answers to those at this time. I was asked first off what kind of finish I used, and I used a simple polyurethane finish. What I did do was to thin it down with paint thinner, roughly 2/3 polyurethane with 1/3 paint thinner, and that allows me to use the finish as a wipe-on finish. You simply use a cloth, wipe it on, let it dry. I sanded 220 between each coat and then reapplied with cloth again. It works very well and it's a very simple finish. The roundover question, someone asked what size roundover bit I was using to round over the top and the other pieces, and it was a 3/8 inch roundover bit in my router, of course. What else was asked? Oh, about the brace along the bottom. Some people suggested I should probably put a brace between the legs along the bottom of the bench, and I did consider that. It was apparent to me, though, that it was not necessary once I had assembled the benches. It was amazing how solid those benches were. I don't think it's going to be any problem not having that brace. Thanks for watching my video. I was featured, and my video, of course, on the white oak benches this last week on the Drunken Woodworker program. Man, who would have ever thought I'd be saying that? David, I appreciate you featuring my video there. It's very flattering to me that I would be included among those other woodworkers who I admire very highly. Indeed, it was very flattering. Thank you very much. For the new subscribers to my channel, again, thank you so much for subscribing. I enjoy making the videos and the projects, and I hope you enjoy watching them. Some recent things I've seen on the internet and on YouTube that I very much like. There's a new channel, for me at least, that I discovered, a matter of fact, this morning, and the man's name is Tom, I apologize, Figgen, F-I-D-G-E-N. He is an author. He's published books on hand tool woodworking, and he has a YouTube channel. And it is just a lot of fun to watch those projects where he takes raw lumber, starts with raw lumber, and does everything by hand. It's neat stuff. I am not an enthusiast that way. However, I can appreciate what it takes and what he does with those projects. So I'll be watching that channel. I subscribed. Jack Houweling recently built some clamps in his shop, out of wood, of course, and he made them for gluing up panels. I like the design. I'm going to be building some of those for my shop. Between Jack Houweling and John Heiss, I have got an ever-growing list of tools for the shop that I need to make. Those guys are amazing with what they come up with. Speaking of John Heiss, did you see his twist cant clamps that he made recently? He made a second video where he destroys one of those clamps. It was question of him because in part of that video he used a threaded dowel rod. And the question was of how strong would those threads be on a clamp. Well, he was testing that, and by the way, the threads never failed if you watch the video. The other part of the clamp failed. So, not that I'm into destruction per se, but by him twisting that clamp until it broke, it revealed the weak point of that clamp. And if you were ever wanting to build some of those clamps, you could make the clamp better by using perhaps a thicker plywood in that part of the clamp. So all for free on YouTube, you learn and you get that data for nothing. So I really liked that video where he did that so that you can make the clamps better. Another project I saw that I really liked for some reason, it was very appealing to me. It was on lumberjacks.com by a man named Greg Simon. He's from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. And along with his and all the other videos I mentioned, I'll put that in the comments here below the video, and you can look at those if you want to. He made this sideboard cabinet, and it just really looks sharp. It's a painted cabinet, and he actually made it all out of salvage lumber, which I think is even more impressive. But I'll include a link to that. I really liked this cabinet, so I may be implementing that in my own home sometime in the future. Oh, one more video. For those especially around my age, and I guess I'm revealing my age, but I guess my hair does a pretty good job of that already. There's a video by I thought was so funny. And if you're even grow up anywhere near the 1980s, this will it'll appeal to you because it's very funny. Kevin Bacon is talking about 80s awareness. Anyway, I'll include a link to that, and you can, if you like it, it's just funny. It has nothing to do with woodworking. Future projects for me, my goodness, my list is ever growing all the time, and it's because of the videos largely that I watch of all of you folks on YouTube. So I appreciate you sharing for free the stuff you're doing because it inspires me, and I may do some of your projects. I may just use an element of your project, but I really do appreciate it. And I've got a lot of stuff I want to do, so I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm going to be making more videos and more projects. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you on the next project. God bless. Oh, little crack there. Crap. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that. Oh, I forgot I was going to make a joke like Steve Ramsey would. I'm going to paint this purple, but oh well. I forgot to do it. So in essence, I'm just using this as a wiping.